the NFL on EA Sports, Week 12 of the regular season, as we join you from the Georgia Dome.
Both teams played well last week, Phil. They both won. I don't know how much of a factor that'll be, but we're getting set for kickoff.
It's always a factor. When you play well, it makes you believe in what you're doing. And when you believe, that even makes you better than your talent level. So this is going to be fun to watch.
We're underway here.
And a flag comes out.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 40. Surveys. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete. Here's our look at the Falcons offense. They rank towards the middle of the pack in passing offense this season. Second down. They'll run it here. Freeman's taken down at the 40. Now a look at the Vikings defense stacks up. It's thanks to this unit that in the takeaway, giveaway category, they rank top 10 in turnover differential.
On the way, third down. Press coverage all the way. Scans the field. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Defense did a good job that time. It's third and long. They know the offense wants to throw it down the field. They cover all the deep receivers and nowhere to go with the football except short.
And he punts it, and it's going to sail out of bounds, trying to play kick away from that dangerous returner. The Vikings have it at the 44. Peterson, right side. Gains 11.
Peterson's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Look what the defensive line is doing. They're all pinching down inside. They're expecting a run.
First down at the 45. Brooks Reed with the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Bridgewater standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Reaches out and snatches it.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Coming to the line at the 25. It's a two tight end formation.
Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Toss to the outside. And they are in on Peterson. That's going to be a pickup of 9.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second and 1. Peterson's got it again. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Ready to go from the 13-yard line. First down and 10. This play call is for the fullback. McDonald's there to make the stop.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down coming up. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The D-line all talking. I think they're expecting run. That's why they're shifting to their left.
Runs it across for the score. Touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Vikings getting ready for the kickoff. Hardy's got a chance to return this one. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Falcons weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Has his man. That's his first reception today.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? The receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route.
Falcons this time will go with 2 tight ends. Freeman's got on the handoff.
Freeman's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Matt Ryan under center. Julio Jones with the grab. Third and 5 still to go, even after that last completion. The Falcons come to the line. First down marker is at the 48.
played by the defense, and now an opportunity to make that lead a little more comfortable before heading to the second quarter, Phil.
Yeah, you know what they're doing, Jim? They're giving the team confidence, and when you get confident on the football field, you play fast and loose, and that's when you're at your best.
The Vikings line up, split backfield, dropping back now into the shotgun. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. Here's the Vikings line up on offense today. They struggle at times to move the ball, so it'll be interesting to see how they fare today. Bridgewater's back in shotgun formation. The catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Here's how the Falcons defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways. The Vikings want to convert here, especially after last week's abysmal performance in third down situations. Mike Wallace has the reception. McGee's there to take him down.
The Vikings on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. And looking underneath, this will go incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job of effort.
The Vikings come out, 2 tight ends on the field, and the catch is made by Rudolph. Rudolph's tackled down after a gain of 10.
The Vikings had a nice play designed that time and pulled the defense, and they get the pass completion for a nice pickup.
Breaking huddle at the 4.
To the ground, and he's in. That touchdown has them sitting pretty as the first quarter winds to a close.
Wow, you know, something sitting pretty, something that I've never done, but you know, I do the best I can. That's all I can do, Jim. But, hey, the offense, the team, they're so sharp. What a job by them so far, and they got a nice lead here.
The Falcons in kick return formation. Hester's running this one out. Fights through contact. Hester's tackled down at the 17. That return's good for about 18. The Falcons offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 17. Greenway's all over that offense and brings him down. The Falcons still driving as the second quarter gets underway. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. That picks up about 3.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
And intercepted.
Linebackers nowadays are so talented. They can just do everything. They're strong enough to stop the run, but how about this interception? Good job. Good reading of the quarterback and a nice catch.
What a place to start for the offense.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 25. Gains 15.
Peterson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First and goal from the 10.
Got a flag down here. He's in for the touchdown, but hold on a minute. There's a flag down. There's a flag away from the football.
Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident. The team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and this is going to be a tough day.
So they complete one, and still it's second down. Johnson with the grab, and that'll be a gain of about 2.
Jim, I just want to say this to the quarterback. It's third and goal. If the play's not there, throw it away. Do not force the action.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
Ryan's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. First down at the 20. And that's a 2-yard gain.
Freeman's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Falcons from the 22.
In a situation like this, third and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Third down and 10. It's caught by Tammy. Tammy's met at the 37. That's his first reception today. First down at the 37. Freeman's marked down after a gain of 4.
Freeman's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second and 6 coming up. Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Falcons snap it at the 41. Catch made. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
The big thing about running the curl route, once you see the football, you have to keep moving and attacking. Don't stand there and wait for the football to get to you.
Ryan's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First down at the 40. Coleman's handed the football. Gets about 9 on the play.
Well, all we hear about this running back is, he gets outside. It's all about his speed. Well, not that time. It was about his power. Good job of just running through that tackle.
At the 31. Here we go.
Last play before the 2-minute warning.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd and short following the run. Freeman's ready to run off the screen. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. We're approaching halftime, and they put themselves in a great position to strike in the second half.
Just changed everything, didn't it? I mean, the way you and I look at the football game, but of course, it really changes the way the teams look at it. And that quick score, that puts you in a great frame of mind getting close to halftime.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Vikings are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
Wallace has the grab.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible.
He's now over 50 yards rushing on the day. Second and short following the run.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, even though it's late in the first half, I think this is a good job by the coach going to the hurry-up offense. Going to see if they can make a few plays and get down there and get some points.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. The Vikings call a timeout. Their first. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Press coverage all the way. Quick drop back. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Jim, a good decision here by the coaches to go into hurry-up offense right before halftime. You want to get as many plays off as you can before the halftime whistle blows.
The Vikings have driven inside the red zone, and last week they were so effective inside the 20. So 1st and goal to go. Screen. The catch is made. Touchdown, Minnesota. And a second touchdown on the game.
Well, you got a lead. You drive down the field. You score a touchdown. Now we're going to find out if the other team can stay patient or will they panic.
The Vikings with the PAT to come. An extra point is good. The Falcons ready to return the kick. And a flag is down. This will probably be the last play of the first half. 1st down at the 43. Hankerson with the grab. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With this kick, the second half is underway. Going to be a penalty here.
It's an illegal block in the back, and they now will be backed up some yardage.
Yes, always remember as a blocker, you need to get your head in front of the defender, and you got to get your front shoulder in front also to make it legal.
He'll take the snap from the gun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
That's what you want to do. Get a first down while you're on top and keep that clock moving and just controlling the football game. Good job by the offense managing things so far here today.
Bridgewater's completion percentage 70% on the day.
Let's go. Move 58. Move. Tiger. Tiger.
Peterson split out wide on the right.
Let's go. Right lane.
First down at the 35. Down the field.
But they can't connect.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
2nd and 10 coming up.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 35. He's now got 70-plus yards on the ground.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Third down on the way. The Falcons come out in a dime package.
Let's go. Right lane. Right lane. Set.
Looking long. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Falcons offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
We'll go no huddle.
Falcons take it from the 38.
Scanning the field.
Pass is intercepted.
Tackles made.
Jones able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass from the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands.
The Vikings with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
The Vikings have it at the 44. Bridgewater's pass will go for an incompletion.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Let's go. Right lane.
The Vikings have it at the 44. Bridgewater's, and they're all over him for the sack.
Defensive coordinators love this. When they can sack the quarterback without taking any chances. That time they just send the front four. They get the sack, and they didn't even blitz.
Can they overcome the sack? Third down on the way.
Look out. They're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Bridgewater's going to scramble. Wow, what a catch. Third catch today so far.
Well, we see this more and more in the NFL, don't we, Jim? Quarterbacks who move around just enough. That time he gets outside the pocket and does a beautiful job of completing a deep pass down the field.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Peterson. Coming up, second down. Getting set as fast as they can.
The defensive line saw something the offense is doing. Look at them, all shifting to the right.
Intercepted! That brings the play to an end.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Falcons offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
Second down following that incompletion.
Freeman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Ryan's lined up. Two tight ends set.
And intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. What a pair of hands. A linebacker who could do it all.
The Vikings offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
And they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle time.
The Vikings from the 22.
And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Rudolph's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
They face third down after the incomplete pass. The Vikings get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. He's hit as he throws it.
The Vikings really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's third long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
He'll try this one from 39.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. Midway third quarter and another 3 added to the lead, Phil. How about it?
Yeah, listen, it's been impressive. I like everything they're doing. That time they got down there and got the field goal. But on the other side, the coaching has been absolutely horrible, and you deserve to be losing.
Hester's met at the 30. That returns good for about 31.
The Falcons just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Matt Ryan under center. The Falcons will take the snap from the 30. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Freeman's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Freeman's lined up as the single back. And a flag comes out.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
First down at the 32. Throws the pass. Rhodes very nearly to the pick. Second down after the incompletion. Matt Ryan will be taking this one from the gun. Out of the gun. Joseph gets to the quarterback.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
Third down after the sack.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Looking at every option. And he's able to find Julio Jones. That's reception number 2 for him. At the 33. Here's the first snap after the big play. Ryan's going to take it from the gun. Looking long. Failing to complete that one. So second down here. Freeman's going to take the handoff now. Gains 5. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Bryant set now to attempt the field goal. And he converts here on the field goal try.
When an offense drives the ball, they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Breaks the tackle. They bring him to the turf. That return's good for about 20.
The Vikings bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there. That always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive.
Bridgewater will have it in the pistol. They motion the receiver around to the other side. First down at the 18. Bridgewater's on the move. He's into the open.
Well, he has such a good arm. That's all we talk about. We never talk about the fact that when he has to, you make him, you force him out of the pocket, he'll run with that football and get some yards.
One last play before the quarter ends. The Vikings offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The Falcons lined up in the nickel. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Looks like a delay of game.
And now, after the penalty, it's 2nd down and 15.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Wallace on the receiving end. That's 5 receptions on the day.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, the quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Adrian Peterson takes the football.
And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
They get set quickly, ready for another snap. This is 3rd down. Playing press coverage to the outside. 3rd and 7. Intercepted.
Going to take it the distance. The 30, the 20, the 10, and in for the touchdown.
What a catch, what an interception, and not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot, that gets close to making them quit.
The Falcons for the extra point. The Falcons put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think here comes a touchdown, and it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Vikings offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Beasley has the sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. Patterson's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. They complete the pass, but still not enough for the first. 3rd down coming up.
The Vikings have to get to the 33 for a first.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
That is the 6th time the offense has been flagged.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
It'll be a 3rd and 18 now after the penalty. Adrian Peterson is in the backfield.
3-step drop.
And after only 3 plays, that incompletion brings us to 4th down. And so now they'll call on Weatherford to punt the football.
Hester's going to try and return this punt. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
And a run back of about 13. The Falcons step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal. When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
No time to huddle now. Second down and 7.
Freeman's taking the handoff.
He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. Time is beginning to fade, but the quarterback knows his team still has a chance. He must produce something in a hurry. Makes the grab and the feet are down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Falcons will go for it here on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
Time is running out here in the 4th, and the defense is trying to preserve this win.
The Falcons have it at the 44. Freeman's tackled right at the 42.
The Falcons, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that 1st down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the 2nd half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another 1st down, and that'll serve your team well.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. 1st and 10. Knocked down as he fires it.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42. Matt Ryan under center.
2nd down and 10.
The give. Ball is out. This one's going back the other way.
Well, that time the offense fumbles the football, but the defense hit them so hard, there's no chance of hanging on. Hits the ground, and the defense recovers.
The Vikings got absolutely nothing out of their previous possession, and here they are back on the field. Another 3 and out, I would have to think, would be very demoralizing to this team right now, Phil.
Yeah, it's going to be demoralizing to the offense, but I'll tell you who's going to be more demoralized is the defense, because they need to sit on the side.
And they deck the quarterback.
Defensive tackles, we always think of them as run stoppers. How about this that time? He does a great job, gets in there, and sacks the quarterback.
We've hit the 2-minute warning in the 2nd half.
The Falcons' defense now is going to go nickel.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
And the quarterback is taken down.
What a decision by the coach. You got a small lead late in the game, and here you are in a hurry-up offense. How about running an offense that just gets rid of the clock, gets rid of the time, get the game over with? That's the job. That's your job. Just win.
The Vikings are going to punt the football. Hester's going to look for space now. That return's good for about 7. They needed the ball back, and they got it off the punt. And now they need points, and they do have timeouts to work with here in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, having those timeouts is everything. What do we always say? Use those timeouts in the first half. In the second half, protect them like they're gold. Give this offense and the coach credit. They saved a couple, and that's going to help them in this drive.
Greenway's all over the ball carrier. Falcons come to the line, fourth quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout.
Another interception. White's there to make the tackle. Ryans has got to be hanging his head after that series. Here he was attempting the last gasp heroics, trying to take him down to win the game. Instead, he throws the interception.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you cannot be afraid to fail. And that's how he acted on the field that time. He was aggressive in his decisions. He was trying to win the game, and it just didn't work out. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense. Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put 2 hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
The Vikings fans certainly had their heartbeat raised a week ago in a last-second victory. And now, once again, they're going to have to hold their breath to the end.
Yeah, but they got to feel confident in the fact that they know their coaches can make the tough calls. They like their quarterback. They got a defense that can make plays. They like the situation they're in.
First and goal from the 5. Peterson, right side.
Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody 2 things. Stay in bounds and put 2 hands on the football. Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I will look for something quick.
Loss of 2 on that play. Third and goal at the 6. Should be what we call a gimme. The kick is good. How about this game, Phil? What a big win it was.
It was something to be happy about. Go out and dominate. Awesome stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long.